Hey guys, my name is Tony Ling. For those that don't know me, I attend the Church of God Seventh Day in Marion, Oregon. I've asked to have this video played for you so that I might have an opportunity to talk with you about a ministry that we have at the Marion Church. This ministry is for men only, for men 18 years of age and only. Sorry, younger guys, you'll get there. But I wanted to talk a little bit about that and introduce this ministry called Fight Club. Yeah, some of you might have heard of Fight Club before. It's not that Fight Club, it's a different Fight Club. In fact, this is one we want to talk about. It comes from a church in Goshen, Indiana, where the pastor, looking out over his church, and it's what I would call a mega church. It's a pretty big church. He's looking out over the congregation and sees mostly women. He's like, where are the men? Where are the men? Why are they not here? So he wanted to find a way to get men involved, wanted to get men in church. And so, you know what? I'm just going to let Jim tell you a little bit about this, and then I'll come back and talk a little bit more about it.
Fight Club will revolutionize your church. I'm Jim Brown, by the way. Just happened to be on the founding end of Fight Club, and we have watched this ministry, this discipleship program, literally just change the world, and because of what's happening in our local church. I want to walk you through a couple things today, tell you what Fight Club's about, tell you the benefits of it and how to use it, and then give you some random observations that we found out. And so Fight Club, the spirit of Fight Club is this. For many, many, many years, I personally, and probably you have too, have attested to this fact that a lot of men come to church on a Sunday morning, sit in the pews or sit in your chairs, however your venue's set up, and don't connect. And we found that it takes a variety of ways to grab a man's heart. And one of those is he needs something to be hold of, literally, that changes the world, and he can feel good about that, investing in that. And so you have high capacity men from all across America that are born again and know Jesus as their Lord and Savior, that are dying on the vine. After years and years of watching men realizing what they need to come on fire for Jesus, we, by God's grace, have started this Fight Club, and it's revolutionized our church. The benefit is you will have men that come alive. You'll have men that buy into a ministry like this that will not only change them, but change their family, change their community, and change the world. We've watched it happen here, even here at Grace. How it works, it's a simple process, to be quite honest with you, but not every man that starts will complete it. That's part of the element that we found that men are really drawn to. It's not for everyone, so on some level, it's hard work, and they have to earn their way to the end. Weekly assignments that will come. The assignments are clear. You have a 3-strike policy throughout Fight Club. And so each of your men will be divided into a squadron with a squadron leader, and they have to have an accountability partner. So they have the assignments. All the assignments fall under the Luke 2:52 goal lines that kind of Jesus set. Jesus grew in wisdom, stature. He grew in his relationship with God and with men. So you'll see the components. You'll see a health component. You'll see an intellectual component, learning and growing. You'll see a personal relationship with Christ where they're studying, memorizing verses, and in tune with him. And you also see the component of relationship with men. A variety of things of the assignments will consist of doing something for a neighbor, loving your neighbor as you would love yourself. So you will see these assignments right in front of you. They're strikeable. If they don't complete them, they get a strike. And so we've had men strike out, which gives another incentive for men to try to stay on track. Obviously, you could look at this in a variety of ways. This isn't a legalistic kind of discipleship program. There's freedom here. I found too that when our heart does follow our hands, and you start doing the discipleship things, you realize there are some components that you probably wouldn't do on your own if you weren't nudged by another brother in Christ. So it's been a constant sharpening of one another. So you'll see assignments each week. You also have a guideline in front of you that these are the things that are required of men throughout this whole 12-week process. It's a 12-week journey, 12 weeks of assignments, and at the end of this, if you make it through, you literally go to an award ceremony, a graduation program that your men are awarded. Now, this isn't your typical graduation program. This isn't like a high school or college or grad school, whatever the journeys that you've been on, where you can't cheer. Men walk and are celebrated. If they're married, their families come up with them, and they are able to receive this award for who they're fighting for. The whole Fight Club theme comes from Nehemiah 4:14. In Nehemiah, it says, "After I looked things over, I stood up and said to the nobles, officials, and the rest of the people, remember your Lord, who is great and awesome. Fight for your brothers, your sons and your daughters, your wives and your home." So this fight is a fight for your families, for your homes, for your brothers. And so men connect to that whole concept. So this graduation ceremony, they're awarded a band similar to this that they get strapped on by their squadron leader. They're praying for you, and hopefully this information and this journey will do for you what it's done for us. I believe personally it has potential to change the world. Imagine every man that's a Christ follower in love with Jesus on a journey to become who he was created to be. It's an exciting journey. God bless you.
So Jim mentioned that it was a 12-week program. It's actually been changed, and it's now only a 10-week program. Men, this is a program that, in a nutshell, uses accountability to keep us on track. We need to grow in these 4 areas. And so the assignments that we will get on a weekly basis usually fulfill those 4 areas. There'll be a physical component where we'll have to do some sort of workouts. Some we do together, some you'll do on your own. And they will increase over the 10-week period. They'll start off pretty easy and they'll grow. The second one is spiritual. We're going to be reading the word every day. We're going to be doing some praying. We're going to be drawing closer to God in several ways. Relationally, we're going to work on our relationships with our wives, our children, our neighbors, the community. We're going to work on those in several different ways as well. Some might be easy for you. Some might not be. And then we're going to work on our wisdom. We're going to get into some books. We're going to do some intellectual things. We're going to learn a little bit. So this program will help with us in all 4 of those areas. In that every week you'll have assignments. Some will be strikeable, some will not. Some will be easy, some will not. You know, men, as Jim said, this is not for everybody. Not every guy is going to enjoy this. Not every guy is going to make it through. Not every guy can do all 4 of these things. I'm pretty confident in saying that. Some guys are really good at the physical already. They're already getting a workout program. They're doing real good. Others are in the Word daily already. They're praying. They're diving in, and they're doing great spiritually. Some guys are good relationally with their wives and those around them. But I don't know of any guy that can do all 4 of these areas well. And so we need to work on those. And so that's what this program will do. We'll take our accountability partner and other men, and we're going to work on this together. But we're also going to have some fun. Okay. So there's going to be some fun activities as well. Usually we have a block that we work on every week, and we post pictures. We encourage other guys. We step in there and do this with you. It's not just for you. So, men, I encourage you. I don't know that I did justice talking about this program, but if you have questions, please reach out and talk to me, and I'll answer any questions you might have. There are other guys here today that were in Fight Club or have been in Fight Club. If you've been in Fight Club before, whether you graduated or not, stand up. Let the guys around see who has done this before. Men, if you've got questions, go ask any one of these guys. They'll answer the questions for you. If they cannot, they'll redirect you to me, and I'll do my best. But I would love to see you men join us in this next chapter of Fight Club. We are starting December 1st. That is a Thursday. We always start on a Thursday morning, 12 o'clock, midnight. So you got to be ready before then. I will provide a QR code, URL, ways to get to a link that you can go to register to be prepared for it. We use an app called Band. It's a group app. It's not Facebook. It's not any other social media group. It's an app or a website you can log into that is used just for group membership. And once we get started, it will be private. Nobody can find it. You have to log in order to access it. So we can share with other men private things, and it's not going to get out there to anybody else. And we want you to be open. We want to be able to share with other guys things that might be embarrassing to share someplace else, but we want that accountability. We want to be able to help each other through this. And so we're going to use this app. So get registered, and then it'll give you a link to that. Or I'll provide that to Lauren and Tim so they can share that with you as well. Again, men, I would love to have as many of you as we can join us this next chapter. It's going to start December 1st. If we have enough men from your church, we will have what we call a squadron. We'll have a group of men from your church that will do this together. So if we get a group of men from Marion, Harrisburg, Eugene, Meridian, wherever, we'll have all these different squadrons. We might have some challenges where we're going to be doing some things and seeing if we can beat this other squadron. It's going to be fun. We're going to compete against each other, and it's going to be a great growing opportunity for us men. So I've already talked too long. I'm going to let you go. Thanks for listening, guys. Again, please ask questions. If you think you might want to join us, ask any one of these guys that are standing, contact me, and we'll love to see you and have you in our next Fight Club chapter.